This isn't just another lost pet story. This is Princess Leia, a stunning exotic shorthair, and this right here is a $10,000 ransom demand. Princess Leia was stolen right from her own backyard. Soon after, her owner received this bone-chilling photo and a message. 10 grand for her safe return. And the most terrifying part? The thieves threatened to harm her if the owner dared to call the police. Imagine that for a second. Your beloved pet is in the hands of criminals. They're demanding a fortune, and they've warned you not to trust the one group that could help. Would you pay the ransom, or would you risk everything? Let me know your gut reaction in the comments. It all started on what seemed like a normal afternoon. Princess Leia was enjoying the sunshine in her fenced-in backyard, a space her owner thought was completely secure. But there was a small, overlooked weakness. A gate that didn't latch perfectly. It's the kind of thing you might not notice until it's too late. The owner stepped inside for just a few minutes, and when they came back out, the yard was empty. The silence was deafening. Panic set in immediately. They searched every corner of the property, calling her name, their voice getting more and more desperate. They checked with neighbors, posted on local social media groups, and plastered lost cat flyers everywhere. But Princess Leia was nowhere to be found. For 2 agonizing days, there was nothing. The hope began to fade, replaced by annoying fear. Then the phone buzzed with a message from an unknown number. It was the photo of Princess Leia, looking scared and confused in an unfamiliar cage. And then the text, "We have your cat." The owner was torn. Friends and family gave conflicting advice. Some said to just pay the money, that it wasn't worth the risk. Others insisted on going to the police, arguing that giving in to criminals would only encourage them. For what felt like an eternity, the owner agonized over the decision. Every minute that passed felt like a minute closer to danger for Leia. They looked at the ransom photo again and again, their stomach in knots. The thought of paying these people was infuriating, but the thought of what could happen to Leia was unbearable. They were paralyzed by fear and indecision, trapped in a waking nightmare. Finally, after a sleepless night, a decision was made. They couldn't do this alone, and they couldn't trust these criminals. With a deep breath and a pounding heart, they walked into the local police station, the threatening text messages clutched in their hand. They explained the whole horrifying story to a detective who specialized in these kinds of cases. The detective listened patiently, and, to the owner's immense relief, took the threat very seriously. They didn't dismiss it as just a lost cat. They understood this was extortion. The police explained that paying the ransom often doesn't guarantee the pet's return, and can even lead to more demands. Their plan was to set a trap. They advised the owner to respond to the kidnapper, agreeing to the payment but negotiating the drop-off location. The police helped craft the messages, making them seem like they were coming from a panicked but compliant owner. They arranged a meet-in a public park with plenty of places for undercover officers to hide. The owner's role was to show up with a bag that looked like it was full of cash. The tension was unbelievable. As the owner waited at the designated park bench, every person who walked by seemed like a potential suspect. The minutes stretched on, feeling like hours. Then, a figure approached, matching the vague description the police had pieced together. As the exchange was about to happen, the undercover team swooped in. The suspect was apprehended on the spot. And after a tense interrogation, they gave up the location where Princess Leia was being held. Later that day, she was finally reunited with her owner, scared and a little thinner, but safe. Pet theft, especially for ransom, is a disgustingly real and growing crime. Princess Leia's story had a happy ending, but many don't. It highlights just how important our pet's security is. If your prized pet was stolen, what specific evidence would you have to prove ownership and help get them back? Is your pet microchipped? Do they wear a GPS collar? Let's share some knowledge. Drop your best pet security tip in the comments below. And hit that like button if you agree that pet kidnappers deserve the absolute maximum penalty. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories.